This is a story called Today is the Best Day by Gladys Saxon. Come, children, said Kingfisher. Today is tomorrow, and tomorrow is here. Queenfisher said, we will watch you from our favorite tree. Come, King. Now, Prince and Princess Fisher wanted very much to be brave about making their first dive from the telephone wire above the ground. But my, oh my, how far below the pond looked. You go first, said Princess Fisher. You are an hour older than I. Oh no, said Prince Fisher. Ladies first. Pooh, you always say that when you don't want to do something, pouted Princess Fisher. Kingfisher called to them kindly. Watch me, children. It is easy. It is fun. Head first, he dived into the pond. He made hardly any splash at all. Then he popped up with a fish. See that, children, said Queen Fisher. But Princess Fisher said, it is too foggy. I will dive tomorrow. And the prince said, there is an east wind. I will dive tomorrow too. Kingfisher and Queenfisher did not scold. They did not coax. They just flew away sadly. The next morning, the fishers perched again on tree and wire. It was a sunny day. The wind was from the west. But to Prince and Princess, the pond looked just as far below as before. Princess said, see the muddy water? I will dive tomorrow. Prince said, see the big waves? I will dive tomorrow too. Kingfisher shook his crest. Queenfisher gave a loud rattle, but they did not scold, did not coax. They just flew away very sadly. On the third morning, Prince and Princess Fisher were absolutely sure they would dive no matter what. It was a sunny day. The wind was from the west. The water was clear and the waves were small. But the pond looked just as far below them as before. Maybe they would hurt their heads. Maybe turtles would bite their toes. Princess said, I am not hungry, so why should I dive to catch a fish? I will dive tomorrow. Prince said, I am not hungry either. I will dive tomorrow too. Again, Kingfisher and Queenfisher did not scold, did not coax, but they flew away very, very sadly. Something must be done. After a while, they flew back. Kingfisher had a fat fish. He gave part of it to Queenfisher. Especially delicious, said Kingfisher. Too bad you children are not hungry. Really delicious, said Queenfisher. Look, children, below you, 2 fish. I am not hungry, said Princess, though she really was. Neither am I, said the prince, though he was hungrier than ever in his life. They got hungrier and hungrier as the day went by, and the weather got stormier and stormier. At last, Princess gave in. I wish I had tried this in good weather, she said, but here I go. Wait for me, said the prince. Together, they dived into the pond. Splash, splash. Up they came with no hurt heads, no turtles biting their toes, but with no fish. Once more they dived. Prince caught a little fish, but dropped it. Once more they dived. This time they both came up with fat fish. They flew proudly to King and Queen Fisher watching from the tree. Please have a piece of my fish, said Princess to her father. Please have a piece of my fish, said Prince to his mother. How happy they all were. Prince and Princess knew that a hard thing gets harder and harder with each tomorrow. And Kingfisher and Queenfisher knew that they knew it. Procrastination always makes things harder, and that's a challenge that we all have to overcome. I love you.